EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And he returns this to the 22. The Colts set to take over here offensively.
Okay, ready?
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 25. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Richardson off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, you want to make sure that on an opening drive that you at least stay out there for a while and get into the flow of the game. A 3-and-out would have been problematic, but that's a good throw there to ensure they get another set of downs.
Richardson to the air on first down. He's going to find Taylor downfield. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to link the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Play action. Now Richardson. Oh, nice move. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Here's Richardson to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Colts. A 7-yard touchdown ground. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this. They believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. The drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress. Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You can wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key. Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game. So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown? Here's 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Second down and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 29-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive. Tua now on 1st down. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Beckham, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Richardson's throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. First and 10, it's Richardson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it, because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Richardson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
Let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. They stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Tua now on first down. Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
Second and 10. In motion left, Hill. On second down, Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
(10-7) our score after one right here on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. As they've got it as we resume action. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14, and he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Richardson will keep it once again. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
But if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Always got got some breathing room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, really in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Tua going to throw. Short throw to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
In motion, Hill. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35. Well, you talk about catching a defense off guard. They were not expecting jet sweep at all there.
Well, he was 10 yards downfield before the defense even knew what hit him. So a really good play call against a defense that was set up for them to gain big yardage. And how about how they executed the handoff there? That means they spent some time with the wide receivers taking handoffs from the quarterbacks.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little as a defense when Tua gets out of the pocket. You're worried about him scrambling and getting a 1st down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Achane gets it from the gun. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 14 yards. And the Dolphins are able to widen their advantage. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Richardson. They'll roll him in, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Tough running there before being wrangled down shy of the 15. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now Richardson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Tua. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Short throw to Smith. On 3rd down, Achane. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down. It's a gain of 7 on 4th and 4. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Here's Tua. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Tua setting up shop to throw again.
This one thrown underneath to Achane.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On second down, Tua toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. Now Tua. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Let's do it. Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this. Get something going. Let's turn it up, baby. Yeah. That's all. That's all. You know what we need, baby. Let's focus in on what we gotta do here. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Play a little aggressive, baby. Let's rock, baby. Boys. We.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Richardson to the air on first down. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And this will be caught at the 30. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And this complete to Mitchell. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Second and a couple. Richardson looking to throw. Caught by Woods. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
can step up. He's supposed to come.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots down.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jonnu Smith, 75 yards. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Let's go. Let's go. This is where you step up right here, baby. Let's be perfect. Let's go now. Let's go. Let's turn it up. Let's play. Let's play now, baby. Let's play.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half.
It's showtime, baby.
Play action. Now Richardson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. After the turnover, it's Tua. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. A short one there, caught by Granson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
3rd and 8. Richardson. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful. Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On the option left, Richardson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Excellent job on the keeper, 20 yards and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because It's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Here's Taylor again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Colts get a bit closer. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
The extra point by Gain is up and good, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert to about the 23.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. It's a slant to Hill. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. And then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7. Hill going to go in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Oh, he shifts past him.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Once again, it's Mostert.
Oh, look at the juke. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
70 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Dolphins get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now Richardson.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now Richardson back to throw it. A short throw pulled in by Woods.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play.
Up the middle, Achane.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
The Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. First and 10, it's Richardson.
It's caught. Mitchell. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Second down and 3. Now it's Richardson. That's another one complete to Mitchell.
7 yards there and a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And that'll be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Colts on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. And he is going to have a Colts first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And if they're throwing on third down, it's a good bet. They're going to look his way. He's the most reliable of their receivers, and he comes through there with a nice grab for the first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. They'll look to throw again.
This pass, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 86 yards rushing now from Mostert as he picks up a 1st down.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. From the 20, here's 2nd and 6. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. A give, running right, Achane. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now Tua. Did he get the feed down? Yes. Touchdown. Jonnu Smith, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Once again, we got to get it done as a group. Every week. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, all right, go get him now. Whatever it takes. Keep our balls. Let's pray. Let's pray. Let's go, fellas. Yeah, go right now. Let's go, man. Let's ride out. Let's ride out.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Back to throw. Richardson, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Richardson on 2nd and 10.
Escaping the pressure right.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it.
And there he goes, left side.
Down the left sideline.
And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taken at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Richardson looking to throw. That complete to Downs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
And here comes Berrios.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Miami set to take over. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, Oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Tua sets up to pass it.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Richardson working from the gun.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The escapability in evidence there, as that one good for 15 and a first.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
On 1st down, Richardson. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Complete. This is Mitchell.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it...
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
I can't believe what I watched.
2nd down, here's Richardson.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
One last shot for Richardson.
Forced out to his left. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Indy.